The story begins, Toy Story 1, the classic. Then came Toy Story 2, bigger, funnier, and even better. Toy Story 3, the perfect ending, or so we thought. But wait, Toy Story 4? Okay, maybe this is the real ending. Nope, here comes Toy Story 5. You may think I'm joking with those Toy Story 6, 7, 8, and even 9 title cards, but the truth is, it's basically been confirmed that Toy Story is not ending anytime soon. What we just learned proves that this franchise might go on forever. So let's break down exactly what was said and how the future of the Toy Story franchise could last forever. Andrew Stanton, the director of Toy Story 5 and the writer of all the previous Toy Story movies, just said something that really shocked fans. Here's exactly what he said. "I just have to say thank you to the fans for loving this world as much as we do. It's very clear how sincere everybody's fondness for these characters are and how deep their connections to them are. And we feel the same way. We can't wait to keep these stories coming for you." And wow, I don't even know what to say. Now, once he said this, a lot of people got mad, and honestly, I don't blame them. A lot of the promotional things for Toy Story 5 already hinted that it wouldn't be the last movie. Pixar knows that some fans are upset because Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4 already felt like conclusive endings. Think about it, Toy Story 3's ending definitely felt like the end. Andy passing down his toys was the perfect emotional ending. Then came Toy Story 4, which surprised everybody, and that ending with Woody leaving the gang and becoming a lost toy also felt final. So now with Toy Story 5, it's confusing. Why give these movies such emotional, conclusive endings if you're just gonna make another sequel? At this point, I really don't think Toy Story 5 will have a true conclusion. Sure, it'll have a nice ending for the events that happened in the movie, but it won't be the ending of the franchise. And here's the bigger problem. The franchise is called Toy Story, but the story doesn't need to go on forever. We're already on the 5th movie, and Toy Story is 30 years old this year, and they're looking to keep going? Based on what Andrew Stanton said, Toy Story, honestly, no joke, may never end. Now don't get me wrong, I love Toy Story. It's one of my favorite Disney franchises of all time, but once you start talking about Toy Story 6 and beyond, you're going way too far. It's time to wrap it up and be done with the story. I loved what they did with the earlier movies. I even liked Toy Story 4, and honestly, Toy Story 5 doesn't look like a bad movie. The whole concept of technology versus toys is actually pretty fun, but it also feels like Pixar is starting to run out of ideas. Of course, there's a reason they keep going. Toy Story is Disney and Pixar's biggest franchise. It makes them a ton of money, not just from the movies, but from the merchandise. Who doesn't want a Woody or Buzz Lightyear action figure? I mean, every time I go to the store, I always see Toy Story merchandise. Sometimes a whole aisle of it, especially when new movies come out. Toy Story 4 had that kind of merchandising push, and Toy Story 5 probably will too. But think about this, when Toy Story 6 eventually comes out, the franchise will probably be 40 plus years old. Toy Story is 30 this year, and Toy Story 5 is coming out in 2026. It takes a long time for writing, waiting, and animating and promoting, so I wouldn't be surprised if Toy Story 6 lines up with the franchise turning 40 years old. And here's another issue, one that a lot of people don't really talk about, which is the voice actors. The heart of Toy Story isn't just the story, it's the characters. And the heart of the characters and personality comes from the voice actors. Tom Hanks voices Woody, and Tim Allen voices Buzz Lightyear. These voices are legendary. But here's the truth, they can't do this forever. Tom Hanks is pushing 70, and Tim Allen is already in his 70s. Even though they still sound absolutely amazing, Disney can't expect them to keep voicing these roles forever.
Disney brought him back. They're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
We've already seen what happens when voice actors pass away. The voices of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head sadly passed away. And one day the same will happen with the leads. When that happens, what is Disney going to do? There are two terrible options. One, recast, which would be a horrible idea. Everybody would definitely hate that. And two, AI voices, which is even worse and honestly very scary to think about. And let's be real, knowing Disney, they'd try something like a spin-off or even AI just to keep the franchise alive. But no matter what, the magic won't be the same. And that's really the problem. The more movies Disney and Pixar make, the more the magic fades. People stop caring, and we've already seen negativity build around Toy Story 5. And that's really sad because Toy Story used to be one of those franchises that everyone was excited for no matter what. Now, does that mean Pixar shouldn't make sequels at all? Not necessarily. Some franchises do have the potential for multiple movies. For example, Inside Out. I could honestly see Inside Out going to 5 or 6 movies, and I'd be happy with that, because the concept is so creative and full of possibilities. In fact, Inside Out is my favorite Pixar franchise ever. Inside Out 2 proved it still has heart, but with Toy Story, it feels different. Eventually, Pixar is just going to run out of meaningful stories. And that's when original movies should step in. Take Elio. That was a brand new Pixar original. It was amazing, a wonderful movie, but it sadly flopped. Nobody even knew it was coming out. Why? Because Disney didn't market it. No merchandise, no big push, no hype, and that's the risk of original films. If Disney doesn't back them up, they fail. That's why Pixar keeps falling back on franchises like Toy Story. They know people will show up no matter what. Now Pixar does have some new originals on the way, Hoppers, Godot, and Hexed. They look interesting, but will Disney actually promote them properly? That's the real question. So here's what I think. I love Toy Story. I'll always be excited to see Tom Hanks and Tim Allen return, because those voices mean so much to me. Tim Allen especially is one of my favorite actors ever, and hearing him as Buzz never gets old. And yeah, Toy Story 5 actually looks like a fun movie, but at some point we have to stop dragging this franchise along for money. Because if Toy Story 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 ever happen, the magic will be completely gone. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think Toy Story 6 and the future of this franchise looks good? Or do you agree with me that maybe it's time to wrap it up? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, take care.